Most stores don't make much on a cup of coffee. But when banks charge high debit card swipe fees for each small purchase, the store owners lose money.
Whenever I sell a cup of coffee, depending on your debit card, the first 30 to 44 cents goes to the bank, and that's certainly much more than we even make on the coffee. And it costs the bank about 4 cents to do that transaction, so we're just looking for fair and reasonable.
Last year, Congress passed and the president signed a bill to help end high debit card swipe fees. The law says those fees must be reasonable. It's set to begin this summer, but bank and credit card companies are fighting to protect those fees. Card and novelty shop owner Marsha Levy says when fees jump higher, they have to pass the cost on to customers.
The financial institutions are making all the money, and yet they were bailed out. They do take a disproportionate share, and we encourage people not to use their cards for purchases under $5. I can't enforce that by law, but I encourage it.
In fact, debit card swipe fees have tripled since 2001, costing American consumers and merchants $48 billion in 2008 alone.
Free cup of coffee here, guys.
Love free coffee?
50 small businessmen and women handed out free coffee in Washington to remind Congress why it needs to make sure the government keeps its promise and demands reasonable swipe fees on time this summer.
We want to reform swipe fees, so we're fighting for the reform that happened last summer. We want that to continue to be enacted this year.
3 months for free hot coffee.
Small business owners, including Rick Hussein, insist they can pay reasonable debit card swipe fees, but putting large fixed fees on something as inexpensive as a cup of coffee will drive them out of business.
It's hurting the economy. It is taking away our ability to hire more people, to expand, and to just pay our bills.
In Washington, I'm Loretta Cooper.